How does destiny work in Equestria? It's already established that nature is fully controlled by ponies. Seen in winter wrap-up, fall weather friends and tanks for the memories, the ponies are responsible for changing the seasons.
The run is a very important tradition, for without it, the autumn leaves of Equestria would never fall. So get ready, ponies. The running of the leaves will begin in 5 minutes.
The Pegasi control the weather, and the princesses raise the sun and the moon. But besides nature, it is never explained how destiny actually works, how cutie marks work, how they determine fate, and why. Though there are princesses and other monarchs who can be seen as the rulers, it is clear that they are not all powerful. They're princesses because they have arguably the most important jobs in Equestria, controlling the days and nights.
Raising the sun every morning was so hard that it took 5 unicorn sorcerers, plus Star Swirl the Bearded, to do it. It turns out, Celestia had the special power to raise the sun all by herself.
It's time for a new day in Equestria!
Princess Celestia also does show some wisdom, able to see into Pony's destiny, like in Magic Mystery Cure.
For it's time for you to fulfill your destiny.
I saw the signs of Nightmare Moon's return, and I knew it was you who had the magic inside to defeat her.
But it's not clear that she's the one who's actually in charge of their destiny, or how they get their cutie marks. So is it possibly that there is actually a higher power, that is? The elements of harmony are thousands of years old, each with a symbol on them, representing an element. Though thousands of years later, 6 ponies who don't even know each other happen to have those exact 6 symbols as their cutie marks. We all already know how they got their cutie marks. But that is not and cannot be a coincidence. It's never explained how ponies get their cutie mark. Sure, when a filly discovers their destiny, they get their cutie mark, but how? We already know that nature or natural phenomenons don't really exist in Equestria. The ponies do everything. So where do they come from? Though no pony seems to acknowledge a god or godlike being, that doesn't rule out there being one. Similarly to us in reality, many people do not believe in anything. But does that nothing actually exist? Trying not to create a god of the gaps, the idea that things don't make sense or have an explanation that I can accept, therefore, God. Because not having an answer doesn't automatically imply another easier answer. The god of the gaps used to be used a lot in the past for things like rain and lightning. Saying we don't know why or how, therefore, God. The philosophy still exists today, but more commonly used for things that can't be studied or measured. Things that cannot be given an answer. People like objectivity, a definite truth. It's comforting. Theories are all fun to explore, but it is not always satisfying. Though in Equestria, there are many more things that can't be explained or measured. The way Twilight tried to understand Pinky sense in feeling Pinky keen, but is unable to measure or understand something that can't be explained. It just is. So could it possibly be that just none of it can be explained? It just is? Honestly? I don't know. Every destiny is so carefully and precisely created that there has to be some sort of intelligence in control of it. And there is. Lauren Faust. Her and the writers for My Little Pony. They create everything. There is no why. There is only a how. They don't know Lauren Faust because they're cartoon ponies in a computer. They're not real. No one is real. Nothing is real.